Hi, good day everybody. My name is Michael Schmeeckle. I am the host of Everyone's Got a Story. What's yours? Today I want to give you a little idea of what this show is about. We've all gone through life. Life happens. Last few years we had major events worldwide. In the last few months I've noticed that there's been a kind of a human disconnect between the communities, businesses, and the people all within. So I started a podcast last year called Community Empowerment Together. And over the time period, it's kind of transformed more into like what we're going to be doing today. The story of what we're doing is each of our stories of memories that we've gone through has molded us and shaped us into who we are today. And by having individuals tell us about what it has done for them, it may resonate and inspire you and/or give you hope. So today I have Jimi, Standing Buffalo Hughes, here with me today. He's going to talk about what has some experiences that he's gone through. I think one of the things we've talked about previously is the grief of when your passing of your wife.
Yes.
And what things have moved forward in your life to that time period.
Yes, sir.
Would you like to talk a little bit about whom you are before we begin even further, please?
Sure. My name is Jimi Hughes. My native name that I go by is Standing Buffalo. And the healing that I've gone through over the last 17 years, my wife and I had 10 wonderful years together. And unfortunately, she passed away back in 2015. But she was a very gifted holistic healer, as well as being very spiritually gifted. And she helped me to see the gift that is within me. And I started doing my drummings back in about '06. And since then, it has progressed into what I call vibrational healing. And through the drum and through the Tibetan bowls and just through the vibration itself of energies that come through me. And the drummings that I do, people have found very healing, very transforming. And
very cool.
You know, Gloria was a very special woman, and I'm very glad that I had 10 years with her, and that she was able to help me in bringing out my gift. And with that, I have been moving forward in helping others in reaching out and reaching for their goals, as well as which just helps me as I am moving along in helping others attain their goals and their dreams and their understanding of what it is to work with spirit, and to understand that, you know, we are not just here. You know, when you say go through the grief aspect of the loss of my wife, the understanding that I have in dealing with spirit and dealing with energies is that I didn't necessarily lose my wife. I've just gained another guardian angel that I knew from this lifetime, and that knows who I am in this lifetime, and that she can help me in going forward in my life. And that's how I've dealt with a lot of this. Is it's not necessarily a loss of my wife, but a gaining of another guardian angel to work with me.
I definitely understand that. Like with my past, losing my wife, Stacy, she was my everything. So I definitely understand what you're talking about in a similar level.
Yes.
by having what our ladies have done for us in our when they were here living, to who they are now as guardian angels with us. It is very powerful in a transformative aspect to live in honor for them, for your wife and so forth, instead of going escapism into some type of bottle of alcohol or drugs or whatever, and living in honor by moving forward with your healing opportunities, and so forth.
Very true. Very, very true.
I got a few questions I've written down here for you.
Sure.
Can you tell us a bit more about your experiences and what is important to you with as you have moved forward from the past into 2023?
The experiences over the last several years, I have been moving forward in a sense of I can see my opportunities ahead of me, and I can move forward towards that. And that's what I've been doing a lot of, in just being able to do the healing it is I do. And a lot of that is through the drum and through the bowls. And you know, I've been blessed in that essence that I hear the healing tones within the drum when I'm playing it, and it has been really amazing how it operates. You know, I do drummings. I do at least a couple drummings a month, and it really has been transformative, not just for me, but I've had people come up to me afterwards, and even weeks and days afterwards. It's just, your drumming was just so amazing. You know, when is your next one? When are we going to do this again?
Yes.
And
yes.
So that has really propelled me forward in being able to share that healing aspect through the drum and through the Tibetan bowls, and being able to do that vibrational healing, and people actually taking the time to sit down, to go within, and, you know, what is it I need to learn from this? What is it I can go forward with? What is it that I can do for me and for others? And
I know I've been listening to many of your drummings over the many years. You do in combination, like with a Reiki healing aspect, feeling the energy and the vibrations. So basically, those are kind of in your in the area.
yeah,
It's kind of a passive healing within the people that are there. Correct?
yes, it is. You know that I've had anywhere from, well, I'd always say to Gloria that I'm going to go do a drumming. I don't care if it's just me or if 200 people show up. You know, I'm going to do a drumming either way. And it has been really amazing that I have had drummings to where 200 people have been there. And
which is pretty powerful, pretty awesome.
it is pretty powerful. And matter of fact, just this last Mystic Fest, I've had people come up to me at the table.
I love that. I love going to those.
I
most
do,
definitely.
I do too.
One in the spring and one in the fall, correct?
Yes. And I've had people come up to me then, it's like, I was at your drumming back then, and I was just so intrigued by it, you know, just so empowered by it. And so I've been trying to just continue to reach out with the drummings that I do, and ask anybody that cares to show up to show up. You know, if you're drawn to experience it, please do.
So which hurdles did you personally face, and how did you overcome them as you went through the grief and as you moved forward in the transformation of your life?
The biggest thing that I dealt with after her passing was, well, the loss. You know, when you're dealing with that loss of, you know, the person that's been there for 10 years, you know, with you, and through thick and thin. And but knowing her and the spiritual gifts that she had, and she helped me to remember the spiritual gifts that I have. And I've been able to take that and reach out and help others awaken to their gifts, and being able to share that the gift of the drum. You know, I've actually, my wife and I were at a music festival back in about 05, 06, and there's a gentleman there that made Native American flutes and native drums, and he had that drum there he had built for another gentleman, and I asked him if I could sit down and play it, and I was just so taken by the drum. And when I looked over at my wife afterwards, she looked at me, you know, I could just see that look in her eyes. She's like, "You want one of these, don't you?" And I said, "Well, yeah, it'd be kind of nice to have." So we put an order in, and the following year, he came back to the festival and he brought back a drum, and I've had it ever since.
Very awesome.
And it has been amazing to share with others.
I'm definitely looking forward to hearing it sometime soon.
I hope so too.
So what makes you feel inspired and motivated in your life?
The inspiration and that I have to help others upon their path. You know, if people are needing healing, you know, that this is the healing that I can provide for them. And they really don't realize how much it impacts them. They just think, well, it's just a drum or it's just a bowl. But until you actually sit down next to the drum or have the bowl being played around you, you really don't realize how much impact it does have in your life and on your body. You know, you can feel that vibration into your body because we are vibration. So,
An energy, yes.
Yes, we are.
I know that 3 different places I know I've been at with you when you've done your drummings is Omaha Awakening Center, Omaha Water Store Wellness Center, and Unity Church.
Yes.
As with the cellular structure of our body, we're made of pretty much water within our system.
Mm-hmm.
When good vibrations come through, it helps resonate and flow our bodies in better ways and makes it more efficient.
Yes.
So when we have those drums played nearby or the sound bowls you play around us at times, it really is a lot of fun and inspiring just to feel that flow go through.
That really is the amazing part, you know, that having done the drums there at the Omaha
Awakening
Center and the Omaha Water Store and Wellness Center, those have been some pretty amazing places to share that energy because they are places that are open to this different style of healing, you know, and it's something that people are waking up to. You know, as people are awakening, you know, the human consciousness is rising up, and with that, people have questions. You know, well, I've seen this. What is this going on in my life? And and we can share stories with them and the healing that we've gone through and that they may be going through. And if they have questions, ask.
I know at both locations I've done my guided meditations that you and many others have enjoyed the relaxation and calming and helping with anxiety and sleep even too.
Yes, very much so.
So we've had your drumming there a few times, and I feel very honored to have you there doing the vibrational healing of the drums as I'm using my voice with the guided meditations.
Very much so.
I know a lot of people in the audience that come to these feel so much better by hearing this.
You know, it really is amazing. I love going to your meditations, your voice, the way it carries through, and the way you share the message through the meditation. It is the opportunity to close your eyes, to go deep within, and to relax and do that inner journey work. And you do have a gift in your meditations. Thank you, sir.
Well, thank you.
And it has been an honor to work with you in that essence, that to go to your meditations, to sit down and relax and be a part of that journey, and then afterwards, you know, to do the drummings. And other practitioners at the Omaha Awakening Center, that there's other practitioners that are there that have different healing abilities as well. And
very true.
And we share those energies together quite often, and it really has been a very amazing part of this journey. You know, the people that we meet, the like-minded souls. And
very true, very true.
Thank you.
Any words of wisdom for someone that may be watching our show?
Actually, the one line that has always resonated back with me is when I first joined the Army, my first duty station was in Korea, and the first sergeant that we had there, as he was given the briefing to the company, and actually to the new people coming into the company, he's like, the only stupid question is the one you don't ask. You know, don't be ashamed of any questions that you feel might be stupid. There are no stupid questions. You know, if you don't know something, ask. Because there are many around that have answers. And just like you and myself, if somebody asks me a question, if I don't know the answer to it, I'll find the answer.
Yeah,
I'll find
research.
somebody to
Yes.
share it with.
Yes, researching and finding the answers is always a good thing.
Very much so.
And definitely thank you for serving also.
Thank you.
Most
And
definitely.
you know, it was at that time in my life, that's where I needed to be. You know, when I joined the service, it was a very growing experience for me. And my first duty station was actually in Korea. And I always, at that time, back in the mid-'80s, which for a lot of people is a long time ago. And, but it was a different time and a different era, and how we can experience, you know, they said Korea was either a hardship tour or it was a vacation, you know, when you join the military. And to me, it was a vacation. You know, I enjoyed my time over there, you know, getting to interact with locals and the people that are there. And it really has been an amazing experience that I've gone through so many things in my lifetime. So life is a better journey.
That is true. That is true. Is there anything else you'd like to add?
The most important thing that I can think of is to go forward with your dreams. You know, if you're being led to be a healer of Reiki, of card reading, you know, whatever aspect of healing you've been led to do, don't shy away from it. To be the healer it is that you are. And that is how I have gone through my life. You know, I feel and understand and know the healing it is that I can do for people. Mm-hmm. And I go forward with that, and I don't hold back. You know, I go forward. If you don't like the drum, you can leave, and that door swings both ways.
Well, yeah, I understand that. But there's like, for example, when I was a kid, just going to that aspect of drums, I had a hard time with high-pitched noise. I still have a hard time with that. Mm-hmm. Yodeling is one thing that gets on my nerves. High pitch, using the crystal bowls. I will leave the room. I've actually have left the building and the grounds because the pitch was so bad it hurt my ears.
Yeah.
But lower vibration, I feel it resonates better for me.
Sure.
We all have a different flow within our systems of whom we are.
This is true.
And so, yeah, if it's for you, great. If not, no big deal.
Yeah.
Find what resonates for you and be able to move through the modalities. As I've gone through my life, I went from as a professional artist, which I still do every so often, from my ceramics to my paintings, to a gourmet cheesecake artist.
Yep.
Did that for many years. And then I've gone into life coaching, energy healing. I've done so much stuff over the years and still learning.
Absolutely.
And lately I've been doing more of the meditations and now podcasting and now doing this. It's amazing to have the opportunity to be able to try things.
Exactly.
And we learn from the past, live in the present, work towards a future that is unwritten.
Yes, very true. And that is a lot of it, that you have to approach life in that way, that nothing is off limits, that I'm going to pursue this because I'm drawn towards that. If this isn't working, well, I might try this over here, but I'm going to be going forward.
Exactly.
And, just like when you're walking a path, occasionally you get drawn off the path, but you can always come back to that path and walk that path for a while longer until you might be drawn off again. But sometimes those experiences that you go through during those times when you're drawn away from your path give you opportunities of growth.
Yes.
When you have different experiences that you go through in your life, it gives you an opportunity to, it may have been good, it may have been bad, but you take that opportunity. It's like, I learned something out of that, and I'm going to go forward from that. Yes. So
I kind of look at it like side quests and adventures. Yeah, we're going through a life, we have our adventures, like, ooh, shiny, and then you go to a side quest, or whatever it may be. And you have some fun with it, and we mainly, in my humble and personal opinion, we're here for two main things. Gaining knowledge and gaining experience.
Exactly.
Knowledge, once you gain it, it's your choice to apply it at this time or not, and be able to move forward. You may be gaining that knowledge not for yourself, maybe for someone else, or how things move and flow through the transitions of life. So let me wrap up here. What should I have asked but I did not?
What should you have asked that I have not? As I go through my life and I share different experiences, we've interacted so much over the years and we've helped a lot of different people in understanding and growing and moving forward upon their paths. And don't be shy. Just if you have questions, ask. And if you want to know how something else operates, ask. There are no stupid questions. The only stupid one is the one that you don't ask. Just go forward. Don't be ashamed. Ask. Be who you are.
Yeah. It's best to ask than not ask, because do the KISS program. Keep it super simple. Have some fun with it. Enjoy life.
Yeah.
So will we be able to have you back on here soon to hear your beautiful music?
I would definitely love to come back and
Awesome.
share some of that drum vibration with you. And I think others out there would truly enjoy the drums. Second Sunday of every month at Unity Church at noon, I do a drumming.
Very cool.
At the Omaha Awakening Center, whenever I get worked into the schedule, I'm usually around there to help meditation and through the drums occasionally when I come in. But I try to keep myself open and out there for all people.
Very true, very true. Thank you very much for your time, Jimmy.
Thank you.
And thank you for everyone for being here today. For everyone has a story. What's yours?